Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and if you're new, please subscribe, like this video, share this video, and leave a comment. Also follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. All the links are in the description down below. And once again, this is another Beyblade from Roa Hobbies. Check out their channel and their Shopee store. The links are in the description down below. So, it's Roa Fabunīru. There. This is an orangey, flamey red Beyblade. Oh, by the way, if you're asking why do I have this, let's not discuss about the. You don't need to discuss about the driver and the disc actually, because it just came with a 0. Here, I didn't open it because it's just a double 0. So just to color match, I have a red double 0 and an orange bump. So these are the these are the parts I'm going to be using for this Beyblade as stock combo, right? So we're going to discuss more about this, I guess. It's a 2 armor, nothing really new about this. You've seen this many times. And I didn't put the stickers because I might paint this red or yellow or orange. So yeah. The Fafnir chip, I didn't put the stickers because the stickers were actually gray. So I don't think it will match, although the stickers will help make those details pop up, like those flame parts, but they're gray, so they kind of not like, color match. And if you know me, I like my Beyblades color match. But the Fafnir chip looks flaming hot. It's so gorgeous, and you can already see which anime character you can actually make a combo out of this. Demon Slayer, guys. If you watch the Demon Slayer movie, you know who this is, right? You know who this is. So that's it for the chip. You already have seen the Fafnir chip. The other one, this one. So this is the first DB blade that's not hollow underneath. It actually has something that fills up the gaps in the hollow part because it has gimmick. The gimmick requires for it to have this covering underneath and the screws. In Sparking, the first one that had this was I think Tempest, and then World Spriggan. Yeah, all of those that have mechanical gimmick. So it kind of adds more to the weight. Let's try and see. Although I know you will not see because it reflects so much, but yeah, I'm just gonna tell you and you just have to take my word for it because just have to trust me. So I'll just compare it with it's 12 flat. Compare it with Cyclone. It's 8.2. There. Now to better explain the gimmick of this, and I'm also going to explain to you guys I don't know. Oh yeah, we have to keep it in high mode because Takara Tomy didn't even bother to give us a DB disc. Instead they gave us a double 0, so it's going to be in high mode most of the time. I don't have an extra DB disc. Good thing I have a red double 0 and a orange bump frame. So the gimmick is basically a burst stopper gimmick. So do you see that that yellowy plastic there? That's a burst stopper. So if you grab onto the blades, or there's actually 4 points, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So each one of this, just one. If it gets hit, or you're holding to it, it will not move the disc. The disc will not move. By the way, the best way to test the capabilities of this Roa blade is with a Fafnir chip, because with the Bahamut, it doesn't have teeth. Now I can actually show you the number of clicks and how this gimmick works better. And I'm also going to explain to you why in the Super Beyblade Fam video that burst stopper broke. And I'm gonna explain to you how to prevent that and how it happened. Possibly happened. I'm not really sure, but most likely that's the reason. So we're gonna start first on the first click. Oh, not clicking yet. So every time you're going to put the disc, you have to press this part to make them flare out, because if they're in there, chances are, and you're trying to remove it and your fingers are like this, just holding on to the blade anywhere, any part of it, you're going to force it, and that's going to be the first reason why that would break. It's just a clear, I'll show it to you later. It's just a clear, thin, glassy like plastic, kind of like this, but that's thinner. So I think what happened was he thought that it was like really tight because of the driver and the burst stopper, that he forced it to unlock while actually holding the burst stoppers and preventing that to come out. I mean, preventing this to flare out. So if you force it, it will break. So that's one reason. Now let's go to, so again, the key point here is holding this. Remember, there are 4 blades that come out. If you hold just one of those, the disc will not move. So the key point here is you hold this part here, so that the 4 of them would flare out and you can freely move the disc. Now let's move to the first click. Guys, you have to listen very carefully. This is very important if you don't want your Bahamut, your Roar ring to get damaged right away. Yeah. So in the first click, the blades come out. So in the first click, it's not entirely covered by the disc yet. So this could happen. In the anime, when you hit one contact point, the other one activates as well. But in real life, if you just hit this, a direct hit towards it, you can actually kinda do a reverse lock movement. Kinda. But it's not going to reach the first station of the teeth. And you're gonna end up with an unbalanced Beyblade. See, these two came in and this two won't. And if you look under, I don't know if you can notice, but it kind of pushes this side of the disc down. There. So that's not a good thing. If you get hit here on the first clicks part, your Beyblade's gonna suffer from not being balanced and not circular. See? Now, that is the first click. Alright? Now, the second click is probably the safest that you can be in. It's round. The disc is now engaged fully on the contact point of the burst stopper. The disc is now fully engaged with the burst stopper. So you can't push this anyway, even if you hit it hard. The problem with this is another reason to break that burst stopper. If it gets hit really hard, it's going to hit the disc. And again, if the force of the attack is like really strong, straight on this, then of course that plastic's gonna hit the metal. It can break. So that's the second reason that the Super Beyblade family's version of this burst stopper broke. Probably. That's my second theory. Yeah. Now let's move to the third click. Now the third click is the most problematic for this Beyblade, because remember, in the first click, if you push this, it kind of moves back, but not both sides, giving you an unbalanced Beyblade. If this part gets pushed, alright, if this part gets pushed and both of the blades can actually be pushed, then it takes no more effort to burst your Beyblade, because it actually pushed the disc more towards the unlocking part. So yeah, I don't know about the feature. This Beyblade is good in the anime combo because it has Giga. It's really heavy. The burst stoppers are gonna help because basically it's not, these parts are not gonna move. but you won't get the defensive mode because the disc is not moving on that version of Roar Bahamut. Here, it might actually move easier because it doesn't have the rubber, but in both copies, you will have the same problem. First click and the third click both will kind of diminish the performance of this Beyblade. The safest is the second click, but if you go beyond that, then that's going to be a problem. And again, you have to remember that you have to always press this whenever you're moving the disc. So I think the most possible reason why Super Beyblade Fam broke the burst stopper unintentionally, because he thought that the driver and the burst stopper is actually making it tight, but actually he's just holding the blades, preventing it from unlocking, and then he forced it and then they broke. In the same way that when you put it in, man, you have to always remember to hold it here. I mean, guys, there's 4 of them, so it will be hard to avoid holding these. It's such a hassle handling this, seriously. So you have to hold it here. So another reason why it probably broke is because when he was putting it back in, he's doing the same thing. He's holding it and then he forced it. Again, that's just my theory. I'm not really sure, but it is a valid explanation. Now, there's another reason why you have to make sure that these things are flared out. You cannot force the launcher to go inside. See, burst stoppers are there. The launcher will not fit. So again, what you do is you hold these and then boom, the launcher fits. Again, I'll show you. Burst stoppers are there. You see it? It's there. The launcher will not fit. But if you hold it like this and they're flared out, the launcher's going to fit. And you have to be careful because that might break your launcher or again your burst stopper. And another thing, when you launch this, they do not flare out. You can shake it. Look, they're not flaring out. See, they're there. You can manually pull them or just push this 2 sides. If you try and feel the contact points on this, man, make an attack combo and this would be really good. Now, one thing I've noticed, because I've battled it a couple of times with Vanish. Can you see those? That's actually orange paint. That's orange paint. And I've only used it like 2 to 3 times. And that comes from this. Can you already see the focus? Can you already see? It's kind of losing paint already. And that's just rubber. Imagine if I use this on other Beyblades. So, I don't know. It's kind of sloppy in quality control of the paint or the materials. But yeah. And that's it for this very long video. Thank you for watching, and I will be battling this in other videos. So, bye!